When we think of Studio Ghibli, our minds usually travel to magical worlds, moving castles, river goods, and witches flying on brooms. But in 2013, Hayao Miyazaki decided to break his own rules. He gave us a film without a single shred of traditional magic, set in the painful era of interwar Japan. I'm talking about The Wind Rises. This isn't just another movie on my list. It is my absolute favorite film from the entire studio. And today, I want to tell you why this historical and deeply melancholic drama is, in reality, the most intimate, mature, and beautiful masterpiece Miyazaki has ever created. A movie that doesn't seek to help you escape reality, but rather teaches you how to survive it. The story follows Jiro Horikoshi, a near-sighted boy who cannot become a pilot, so he decides to become an airplane designer instead. But building airplanes in Japan during the 1920s and 30s meant only one thing: building killing machines. Here lies the first major pillar of the film, the creator's paradox. In one of the frequent dreams Jiro shares with his idealized mentor, Count Caproni, the Count utters a line that defines the entire feature film. Airplanes are not tools for war. They are not for making money. Airplanes are beautiful dreams, and designers give life to them. Miyazaki shows us the tragedy of genius. Jiro is not a fascist, nor a war-mongering man. He is an artist whose sole obsession is the beauty of aerodynamic design, trapped in a system that will devour his art and turn it into ashes. Seeing Jiro admire the curve of a fishbone to design airplanes' wings shows us the purity of his passion. A purity that will inevitably be corrupted by the reality of World War II. But the movie isn't just about engineering and airplanes. The beating heart of the story is Nahoko, a young woman suffering from tuberculosis, a deadly disease at the time. Their love story is a constant reminder of the fragility of life. There is one scene that always breaks me. Jiro working late at night at his drafting table with holding Nahoko's hand with his left hand, as she rests beside him on the floor, visibly ill. They know their time together is short. The wind, which acts almost like a living character throughout the plot, is that brings them together when Jiro catches Nahoko's hat on a train during the devastating 1923 Kanto earthquake, and it is the very same wind that seems to foreshadow future tragedies. Miyazaki chooses not to romanticize suffering, but rather to dignify it. Jiro and Nahoko's romance is beautiful precisely because it is fleeting. They choose to squeeze every drop of beauty out of a world that is quite literally falling apart around them. At this point, you might be wondering, with so many spectacular works in Ghibli's catalog, why do I choose this one? The answer is simple: because it is Hayao Miyazaki's ultimate testament. For decades, Miyazaki spoke to us through metaphors. In Porco Rosso, he used a pig pilot to talk about anti-fascism. In Princess Mononoke, he used forest goods to talk about environmentalists. But in The Wind Rises, he took off the mask. Jiro Horikoshi is in reality Miyazaki himself. Miyazaki is a man who has obsessively dedicated his entire life to perfecting his craft, often admitting that animation consumed his time as a father and a husband. Just like Jiro pursuing the perfect airplane design knowing the final product could be used for evil, Miyazaki pursues the perfect film in a commercial industry that often devalues art. This movie is the apology, the catharsis, and the love letter of an elderly film director toward his own life and his own sacrifice. That is why it feels so real, so raw, and so painfully honest to me. The film opens and closes with a quote by the French poet Paul Valéry. Le vent se lève, il faut tenter de vivre. The wine is rising. We must try to live. The Wind Rises is my favorite because it teaches us that the world can be horrible, that our dreams can be weaponized for destruction, and that the people we love can leave us far too soon. But despite all of that, life is worth it. We must keep creating, we must keep loving, and above all, we must try to live. If you enjoyed this journey through the most human side of Studio Ghibli, don't forget to leave a like and tell me in the comments. What is that one animated film that completely changed your perspective on life? See you on the next wind.